always mention, first try to sit properly, whatever comfortable for you. Then start the breathing meditation, the breathing in and out of your awareness. Follow your breath. When you bring in anything, any oxygens, if you need, bring in to your body. When you bring out any kind, old or bad winds in your channels, it all go out. Come in and out. Long visualization, view all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, holy beings, front of you and above you. Around with us was all the Mother Sentient beings. Then think all the Mother Sentient beings, same as we, the looking for wish to be and free from suffering. Then recourse of visualization, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, to this blessing for us to our mind become peace. That we receive the blessings from all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, 10 directions. The blessings come from their heart. The 5 colors, the results for our body, blessing for us, our body and mind. To peace, relax, calm. It's also any kind issues, medical conditions, our body. The blessings come from the Buddha's heart. His resolves as place your any kind physical problem, resolves that and heal all the sickness. It's also not just ourselves, to all the Mother Sentient beings around with us. They're all looking at same wishes. Then try to feel you feel like some happy feeling, peace feeling, or enjoyment. Enjoy the some feeling. Then feeling or recognize all the mother sentient beings around you is also same is feeling to peace or warm, relax. If you rejoice that, then everyone knows Om Mani Padme Hum. Thoughts are going to recite 3 times with the sound. After everyone recite, now sound and your mind. Your mind focus on this, that. This is also another way to meditation. If you also recite what I reciting, same as follow that. Continue recite your heart. Then keep your mind and body and relax a moment. This is like meditation. No, there's so many different ways of meditation. This is what we do. This meditation we call transformation. Transformation is not
What's that?
transformation in Indonesia.
On the
Transformation.
visualization of the nectar and light flowing down.
Okay. Whatever here. You don't hear? You hear?
A little bit softer, the little bit feedback.
Okay.
There is feedback.
Feedback.
Soft.
I will put this up. Yeah, good sound. That's good. I don't have to push too much. This is Karso, that's the visual Karso.
Nectar and light flowing down.
Yeah, nectar light going down. This is usually if you also person to take some medicines, you can also do visualization. Medicine Buddha as a man, then all the Buddhas Bodhisattva around that. Then visualization, nectar and light come from that resolve to your medicine. Then you take the medicine. This is also good for get the blessings from the medicine. If you have some any issues to or ignorance, it's not enough to shove factor. Then visualization, the manjushri, and also recite the Om Patanadi, and also visualization. It's not only manjushri devsa, all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas around 10 directions above, they're all ours, wisdoms, resolves to the Manjushri, and their results for us was you think there's a Omar Padana visualization, the syllable Arapasa here, the results that is also make more smart for inputs for our knowledge. There were all different Buddhas. So you're looking for like long life practice. Usually we have the Vatara long life practice to daily practice. That also you can visualization for exactly like that way. They're all different. Usually all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas have same power, but particularly different reasons, different ways to particularly spellage was a spellage was it? Specialize. It's not a Western doctor, they specialize. Here they just only know. If you ears, especially they only know the ears. You don't know any in here. We don't know like that. But they are special because before they become Buddha, how they
Make an intention.
intention, yeah, intention. There's okay. I am such terms, such people looking for their kind wishes. That time I'm the I say appearance for that kind Buddha. Then benefit for that. Like that, okay? I think today my English is more worst. Maybe I need more meditation for Manjishri. Really? I could wake up. Something like that. Yeah, okay. Then just switch off my English, okay? Yeah. That counter. I was happy Father's Day again, everyone. for the fathers. 아야, 다 간다. 배추 좀 집에가 근데 미여 그바 쪼대 간지 수수가 샘다고 제대로 샘다고 제 조차대 요래.
So anyway, the main purpose, of studying and practicing Dharma, is to observe one's mind, or take care of one's mind.
제가 대링한도 곰라고 잡 남주대 곰대 잡아 나는 갈래 문틀이 야니 잡아 나는 제 샘나 팔로 그래 답대고 자루 그래.
So today we did a little bit of meditation. So if we do this kind of meditation on a kind of a daily basis, or every now and then, or very often, then it will become easier and easier to follow with that kind of practice, and to observe our minds.
제가 아니 곰단 로마인데 이게 그냥 요마 예스 조주치구나 간지 곰바이나 레라고 마차부지 요마레스 대 아니 단 디제가라 디제가 네처 뭐 네처 자대 요러와.
So that's the nature, of the the things, right? That if you meditate or familiarize yourself with that, then it becomes easier. So just like it's said in the Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life, there isn't any phenomena that doesn't become easier with familiarization.
다 텔라 지금 탑시다 만나면 데리바당 아주 많어. 아니 지금 잠에부터는 많은 되면 공식 잡으면 봐. 점점 때때스 답대하고 요리. 양간도 점점 검제를 가라빠나 무슨 배조치가 검제로 가라가도 지금 변화 삐졌다고 해서 대줄은 대줄이 용도 와. 점점 때 따다 용도 와. 따때서 지금 만들어 다 대요 만들 유대지. 잠에부터는 다나 양 때서 답대하다. 그래 거를.
And so like just we did a practice of Avalokiteshvara with Om Mani Padme Hum mantra, so so if you do that visualization of the nectars and light flowing down and purifying, blessing and purifying the mind stream, like that, so if you do that with the visualization of the mantra, right, so that's called the mental recitation. So if you do the mental recitation where you visualize the mantra with the mind, and then just focus on that, and instead of chanting with the chanting verbally and making a sound, but just doing mental recitation.
So without sound. 잠에부터.
Without a sound.
Okay, there were so many different things that sometimes we think, oh, this is very simple. I want to meditation, emptiness, Mahamudra, something. Right? Invite that today while Ale Ganto Jangwala Motonga Bachimbo. Tomo Namjo, net to Jordan, Ash so it was. What is the negative?
And so just like Lama Zopa said, when you become the suitable vessel, for the, with the by or with the common paths.
제가 토모 남녀세 때 내주 사서 야답에 따와 아니 연하들이 냠len 주베 주도가 냠len 도송송 거래.
So, or rather, maybe like when you become a suitable vessel, through the practice of the common path. So, with the practice of the common path, then you make yourself suitable vessel, for engaging or doing the practice of the tantra or the vajrayana. So when you talk about the common path, then we're referring to the three principal aspects of the path: the renunciation, bodhicitta, and the correct view of emptiness.
다양한 사람 대충 매주하셔 왔는데 제가 그래 양도 이치 맨나요 뱅그 말이.
And of course, this practice, of the visualization, where you visualize, the image of the Buddha or the mantra itself, and then imagine or visualize a nectar and light flowing down and blessing your mind stream and purifying the name like that. When you do that, it's all done on the basis of belief. So you believe that it's happening like that, and you believe that it's being blessed, it's being purified like that. So It's done on the basis of belief like that. So if you don't have the belief, then it will not work.
现在一切有为呢，아니一切得了点的样子，刚刚毛不生着办过来。
And if you have that belief, then based on that belief, you can solve many problems.
그래서 나 I will tell you a story, okay? You people like to hear story, right? When we are the monks in the monastery, the teachers is like exactly like the parents. Like we are like maybe before teenager kids. They were before teenager as a kids also like 100% to what I call depend for parents. They were the teenagers. I'm teenager, time to right. But before that, most like parents. It's exactly like that in monastery. I don't know, old monastery like Sera Jey Monastic, that teachers is exactly they're taking care of the students like parents. When we go to the puja, then also people often some money. When we come back, then we have to give back to the teachers. Not that the same, it's like saving account. Like we, like young, like young guys, doesn't any motivation to save the money. They just try to bring back. Then sometimes we small lie as I got sick here or very sad. Then we ask a teacher to some money go to the hospital. No, that also we have not much money. Then teacher give okay, how much? Oh, maybe 20 rupees. Then we get 20 rupees. And good. Also, I'm not finished yet. We got some coal, right? Some India we call coal. They always give the injection. When you injection, you're done. Then India also, local monastery, you're the doctor. You say, okay, I need that kind of medicine. I need 2 injections. One you can tell them, they can do whatever. The one doctor near the Sera monastery, whoever go, he give the injection. The monks just lie there. Then sometimes we heard memory. He doesn't really give the medicine. He gives just also we got the water. Placebo.
It's not real medicine, just
Yeah, just medicine. He just put the medicine.
Probably fluid, right?
Like fluid, not fluid.
Fluid, yeah.
Should not, the water.
saline.
Yeah, saline water. They just
Oh,
put
saline.
saline water. Just put the monks are all feel better. But it's not really medicine, but you feel also better. Then you pay some money there, then some money go to the restaurant, eat the lunch, very delicious lunch, because that food condition is very poor. And go back also, sometimes they give some receipts, sometimes they don't receipt, then ask her to, my brother, do you have any receipts? I say, yeah, take them, show the teachers. It's a little bit lie, but not really lie, some big ones. One medicine, they give a lot of medicine that, sometimes I borrow medicine from Mark, Bob, I got these medicines. Therefore, anyway, my main thing is because we believe the doctor give the injection. It is not really injection. Then just injection, they feel better. You don't sick anymore. Therefore, belief is very important. Then also we a little bit tricky the young monks. I did also many times that. Because when we go to Kushinagar, we have to also rickshaw, small one, small motorcycle. We have to pay like 5 rupees, 10 rupees. You come back, you don't have any money. You go to your roommates. Can you have 1 rupees, 2 rupees? Then we okay, 5 rupees enough. Give them. Then you have to pay back slowly. Like that. Anyway, my main thing is belief. It's also very important. When you have strong belief, it's also takes you more courage to do the things. Okay? I don't know my stories work or not. There are so many stories, but I don't want to talk all the time stories. When he was monastery, they all just young kids. And then the teachers really, really taking care of like babies. Like the younger ones, like 6, 7 years old. They're no parents. Teachers, parents, they do everything. Like that anyway. My main point is believe, okay? 간지 이치 요와이나 안에 땡데서서 우실랍데 도코요. 이치면은 다 도코에서 말와.
And so anyway, so the main point is to have the belief. So if you have the belief, then you really get the blessing. If you don't have the belief, then you will not get the blessing.
다야 이치에 대한 다 지금 아니 지금 모든 이치 많이 받지. 아니 지금 다시 제 섬로 땅 소소 영어 때문에 이치나 안에 다 배도는 거예요.
And that kind of the belief, a kind of the belief, should not be just, like a blind faith, but, a belief that comes, with the investigation, with with the experiment and with investigation.
Another example, the Buddhism tradition, when some kids, babies, they're born, sometimes they cry all the night, that they're scared, They don't take them to hospital. They check that if they have some in the local teachers or month. Here also, there are a lot of kids come to me. We have some special praise, some practice. We do some blessings. They really stop the cry. But Western doesn't believe, right? They have something, they just go to check hospital. Then they do so many drugs. Then kids can become like alcohol. I say, eating, take that. If you don't have medicine, you cannot stop like that. Different, right? The Western, I'm not saying Western bad. The tradition, they don't believe like that way. Like Buddhism, the culture, they have very strong trust and faith in Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, monks. They have anything to something. They go to the monastery, teachers, they get some blessings, and they really heal the problem. Here, a lot of my own experience, a lot of Tibetan kids, babies, they come here, oh, Geshe-la, it's not power from me, okay, don't misunderstand. I'm not saying I have some power, because the power for the prayer and lineage and the deity, and also the person they believe. Then we call next case, baby sleep whole night. We don't give any medicine, but do some prayers, some blessings. This really is through the belief. Like yesterday, one Williams family came here. We also talk about like that. Oh, my daughters and their children just born 2 weeks ago. They cried like all night. Then we do the temple, the monks, the blessing. Then after the blessing, their kids become sleep all night. This really happened through dialogue, different community. Those things to what? God you believe. One, of course, you get whole unbroken lineage. Like that things, okay? 제가 때내는 것도 다 두순 배종 근데 검자be kab라야 아니 때내 벤토요래.
So like that, when you do the meditation or practice, of this visualization of nectar and light flowing down and blessing and purifying the mind stream, when you believe that in that or do that, with the belief, then it really helps.
네. 어제 제든데 지금도 지금 제가 춘주지 갈래 그러다만 내가 지금도 제가 춘주만 따도 말해. 갈래 담보 춘주대. 그러면 미 상마 내가 그거 찍제도 상무 소소가 니발라 때네 내가 제요 와. 소소고 로존을 때문에 소소 니발라 때네 내가 마다마다 제로 와.
So, so that kind of change, can happen slowly, or little by little. not a big change at once, but little by little. So just like when you have work, when you have a work to get done, then you have many people working together, right? Each person do little, and the other person do little, and then all with a lot from everybody, and the work can get done just like that. So if you keep on doing this practice with the belief in that visualization, and it can bring the changes, little by little.
다드네 주주마다 그나서 그러나 냠내고 조다 다다 배셰데데 제대 좀 쇼와래도 송 아니 준주 첨보세 디나네 다텔라 레고 쥐베 나네 레고 주반난 거와.
And so the teaching that we are studying now, is from the Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life, which has 10 chapters, and we're on the 6th chapter, the chapter on patience.
다디 다 가르쳐나 아니 같이 샤저고 셈 맞게와 깨워 뭐냐봐 오늘 건 배가기 다 냠래데 답시다 송거를.
So all these 10 chapters of the Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life explains how to generate bodhicitta that has not been generated before, and and then not to decline the one that has been generated, and then to increase the one that has not declined. So in these 3 ways of generating the bodhicitta, and maintaining it and furthering it. So the whole teaching on the Guide to the Buddhist Way of Life is all about that.
다지 다 오늘 샤저고 셈세데 가는 아니 랑다 제니다 랑 제치바 제치반드면 삼모 야나 제치반드로 야나 랑레 제지테 삼탕게 데 삼모이라 그래.
And so the bodhicitta is a mind of enlightenment, and that cherishes others more than oneself, and with that thought, wishes to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of other sentient beings.
그래. 당한도 단에 깨네 단다바다 지금 랑다 제니가 랑조 선제 젠타 야와토 텔레테네 그러나 참으로 장장한 용도 같은데 말이야.
So in our case, from the time we were born until now, we have been only cherishing ourselves and neglecting others. And because of that, we're always facing problems all the time in our life.
근데 샤저고 선데 제사 돼요. 제 셈절한테 찍는 거야. 냠해야 돼요. 제 셈절한테 냠는 거야.
Nyamedia.
제 셈절한테 냠는 거로.
And so that kind of bodhicitta is generated by depending on others, and also is declined by depending on others.
근데 제 셈절한테네 제 셈절이야. 지금 제가 삼바 인지가 삼바 근데 휴천보이나 샤저부터 깨는 거야. 다 젠셈질라 다음에 다섬 휴천보이와나 마가베 휴천보이와나 샤주섬 냠로거.
Like if you have mind that cherishes other beings, mind that has affectionate love and compassion towards others, then that can help you to generate the bodhicitta in your mind. And if you have a hatred and a kind of mind that neglects others, then that can also cause one to lose the bodhicitta.
다 되는 게 샤저고 셈데 지금 뭐냐 봐 고네 배워셔라야 하는 것도 수업 공부 요래스.
And also in order to not decline or degenerate the bodhicitta that you already have generated, and to further increase it more, then you need to meditate on bodhicitta.
다 조바테 ene 소소라 카디나 펜습 짠장을 같이 돼서 공부 말이야. 소소라 때 아까워지네. 요라시 되는 때 같은 수업 공부 그래.
And the practice of patience is not done or towards someone who care about you, who love you, who is nice to you, but it's somebody, towards somebody who press your button or who cause you to get angry and so forth.
제다 간데 젠지에 소소라야 지금 나외 선바 마게베 선바 아니 디엘라 때는 소소고 조바 공부 봐야나 다 조바라니 선부 솔랍치고 산데 조이냐면 태다 된바 연구요래.
So if you can practice patience towards someone who hates you or who don't like you, then your practice patience will become a proper practice of patience, and that can further or increase your practice of patience.
제가 멤베기 간도라 갑자기로 저주로 파고 죽거든. 대가도 저발라 때니 간도 저로 저비네 건 배가 말이지.
So, like the doctors, when they treat you, they might cut you, they might cause pain to you in your body by pricking or cutting and so forth. But by practicing patience towards that, your practice of patience will not increase.
단순히 된다 안에 소소라 코로나게 돼. 이제 버리고 랍드 안에 땅이 샘들라 때니 저거고에다 아니 된지게 이제 바로 받아 다 담비 추지는 소소하네 기버지고 그래서 쇼로가 자다 추직돼 가는 감사해 봐.
And so it is someone who cause harm to you or who hates you. And so if you practice patience towards that, then your practice of patience will become proper practice of patience. And so therefore, someone who's giving you harm like that should be venerated, just like a dharma, like it is said in the verse 110. Right? 11.
Right?
Yeah, I think both verses.
Okay, that's good. 다 디링하도 다 쇼로가 자도 중이 됐다는 거 두긴다.
So today we'll start from the verse 112.
예? 아담 쇼로게 아니 자도 주치기 중이기 다 디가라 가도 간지 조바공고래 자가 손바라 다 되는 거다 조바공 마세 아니 제 샘지 바로 봐 가고 가야기 답이지 그래서
And then in verse 112, it's saying that not only should we practice patience towards the harm that's caused by others, but also try to make them happy. Yeah? Not just accepting the suffering on yourself, but try to make them happy in response to their suffering or their harm.
다 되는 거도 중이 조금 집시도 냠도 준다시나 와이사 그러와
Let's read this verse 112, 113, and 114 together. Therefore, the Mighty One has said that the field of sentient beings is similar to a Buddha field, for many who have pleased them have thereby reached perfection. A Buddha's qualities are gained from the sentient beings and the conquerors alike. So why do I not respect them in the same way as I respect conquerors? Of course, they are not similar in the quality of their intentions, but only in the fruits that they produce. So it is in this respect that they have excellent qualities and are therefore said to be equal.
제가 나도들이 돈 받는 다는 것도 잠좀 돼 정은 잠좀 되면 돈 받나야 만도 가르쳐난 되게 돈 배가 양처럼 연 거래
And so if you just recite it through like this, we get the benefit or the blessing or the benefits of reciting it.
제가 안에 간다 사셔만 나 여러와 안에 라빠가 차 안에 소소건 덤바 아무나 이제 라빠가 치와 된지가 손놈게 개와대 사제마도 시 수치가 대시 잡고 말이에요 안에 손놈을 졸랍지 못 사거리에 송게 와 버려
So just like it is said in this King of Prayers, there is a benefit of reciting it, a benefit of seeing it, a benefit of touching or even writing, the words of the Dharma. So that benefit is unfathomable by sentient beings. It can be only conceived by the enlightened beings.
다디 쇼로가 자데 중이들 대셔를 다 샘sel라 때 내기 소소지라 샤지고 샘 맞게와 제바 때문에 봐 권에 배가 요와 연자 대셔를 세 되래
And then in this verse 112, it says, therefore, the Mighty One has said, therefore means because one generous bodhicitta, by depending on others, and maintains it, and then further increases it by dependence. And therefore,
제가 빼잖아 가도 신가 여보지가 신가 로또 여보지가 신가 될래야 간데 따보여 잡고 그러와
So just like if we want to grow a good crops or vegetables on that field, then we have to take a good care of the field, right?
Anyone has a garden? Do you have garden?
I used to.
You have garden? How big?
Potatoes.
There's no garden. Really?
Yeah.
Where you put that?
Tomatoes, eggplant, potatoes.
You able to eat sometime?
Yeah. Basil, mint.
Oh, that's good. 제가 된적이 신사들이야 로또 양보 집안에 신사들 다보시고 잡고 또
So if you want to grow good crops from that field, then you have to take care of the field, right?
제가 단 저 산지의 신인데 가르나 아니 샘체대 산지의 신인 다 신사들 찍바래스 다 빼는 거야. 대바 산지 좀 된다는 거 말이에요. 인도래.
And they said that the field of sentient beings is similar to a field of Buddha, and that's said by Buddha in the sutra.
인도와 간제 아니 빼자시나 양 빼샤다 찍어지. 그러나 산지의 고송 도육된라야 아니 단 줘봐봐다 기바셔발라 때네 산지 도약이 아니 쏘는 것도 싸그러 와서.
And so just for example, if you by making prostrations, offerings, and respecting or bow down, to the Buddha's representative of Buddha's body, speech, and mind, then you create a cause, to achieve Buddhahood.
제가 안에 산지지 신은 산지지 신은 산지지 신데 산지지 신 텔레 산지지 신 도바지 그래서 간제 산지기 신 텔레 산지기 주 도바는 이거래 빼대 납신기 안에 샘신기 신라 때네 안에 자와 안에 산지 좀 된데기 안에 고동투기 연대라서 봐 간제 산지기 신 도바래서.
So just by depending on the field of the Buddha, so field of the Buddha is from where you achieve the Buddhahood, right? So field of the Buddha, you can achieve Buddhahood. By depending on the field of sentient beings, you can also achieve Buddhahood.
예? 다대 담보디 아니 간제 아니 샘젤라 때내 당에 가서 해봐. 아니 샘젤라 때내 아니 샹치고서 제도다. 야 샘젤라 때내 샹치고서 냠도라 해봐.
And so just like we talked about earlier, that by depending on sentient beings, you can generate bodhicitta, and by depending on sentient beings, your generated bodhicitta can be declined.
다대 담보디가 루티시. 다 니바데 다당 그자 몽보시. 다다 푼소 바로 션나 아니 딘제기 아니 샘제 몽보시기 아니 샘제다 산지기 실라 때네 버르드셔 봐. 아니 버르드셔 둘러도 냠냠 타르셔 봐 도그래 에세로 에서.
And so by depending on the field of sentient beings and the field of Buddha, you can achieve these great qualities of six perfections and so on.
오케이? 간제 아니 신가 야부 질레는 돈도 야부 라고 이와이나 신가তে 조정해 보지 그거 넣어서 다 아니 지금 산지 공부 토고나 산지 공부 토야기 저 아니 샘치들 텔레코 아니 소바이 보고 그래서 뒤집지
If you want to achieve Buddhahood, then you have to depend on the Buddha field. Just like that, you have to also depend on the sentient beings field, the field of sentient beings. So, which means like by depending on sentient beings, right? You have to, you can only practice patience. But by depending, by pleasing the sentient beings, you can achieve the practice of patience and bodhicitta, generate bodhicitta, and so forth. And so, therefore, you need both equally, to achieve enlightenment.
제 강들 아니 되게 아니 샘체다 산제니가 아니 손은 싸비기 시 수바이 바 아니 르르소 바레스 아니 자세 좀 보셔와래 네 다이 납셔 좀 돼. 산지 좀 된데 손을 다래 손바이 말이야.
And so this is what he said. Therefore, the mighty one has said. So mighty one who has said means like he's quoting, from what the mighty one or the Buddha said. He says, I'm not making it up by myself. I'm quoting from what the mighty one or the Buddha has said. And so this is what Buddha has said. You have to depend on both sentient being and the Buddha, to gain enlightenment. So therefore, the Buddha field and the field of sentient beings are equal, for you to grow your quality of enlightenment.
아니 자다 숨 조금 되게 아니 산제도 semchenin가라 대be 아니 산제 도발 춤바인다 아니 산제라 대바지 semchen라 대바 마치바데 용어 말해서 대바 제거를 해서 보시.
And because now in the verse 113 it is saying that because sentient beings and Buddha are equal in growing, the qualities of the enlightenment in you, and therefore you should respect them both equally.
제가 아니 진세 대회 나스 아니 semchen라 키브르셔바 산제라 키브르셔바 니까 에나 semchen라 대바 아니 산제라 대바 니까 나 산제 도바이 임바 수바이자 이제 대셔 때문이다 아니 산제 좀 된다라데 지 기바 제바 대나시 아니 semchen라 기바 제거레스.
And because you achieve the quality of enlightenment by depending on the sentient beings, but by depending on the Buddhas, by depending on the sentient beings, just as you achieve that by depending on Buddhas, right? So they are equal for you to gain the qualities of the enlightenment, and therefore you should respect both of them, the sentient beings and the Buddhas, equally.
제가 수직다 산제라 기바 나지 semchen라 마킹의 소리.
So who are the beings, who don't respect or who don't respect sentient beings just as they respect the Buddhas?
Sentient beings.
You include that? You sure? Oh, damn, they're that. You said there, semchen beings. Then the Kadina semchen and the Susatina in Chutawachota, semchen sama, semchen sajido. I don't mamboji Susate Tomar, not about the Kore, More as I do.
So you understand the question, right? So who is a being who do not respect sentient beings just as they respect the Buddha, as much as they respect the Buddha? And then you have to point to yourself that I am the being, who don't respect sentient beings as much as I respect the Buddhas. So you have to point to yourself and say, I am the one. Not like say, oh, he is the one or she's the one like that. But you have to point to yourself and say, I am the one.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. But then they're not saying that they're the same, right? Because obviously we aspire to be a Buddha, not just a regular sentient being. So the qualities of a Buddha are different from the qualities of an average sentient being.
Let's talk about 14, next verse. This is Paul, you don't look the next verse. No, it's good. It is good. It shows that you are smart. You really found or excuse that. And the third guy, what? But the second channel, so what you tell a language, second and a tango, then the channel,
So like when you ask the question, then you have to be able to answer these questions within a speed of seconds, right? Within a seconds. And so you're having that thought, right away, shows that you are very smart. You are very intelligent.
The monks that study, the debate. Have you guys watched in the YouTube? Sometimes go to YouTube, how Tibetan Buddhism monks debate. You can just see the actions. They're really serious. They don't write down. Okay, if you say that, I'm going to ask that. If you ask that, they don't write down. Same cycle like this. And now, if you ask a question, you're looking for the answer. Try to give different reason. If you also the person say, okay, if he say Like that, I'm going to ask that. There's no plan. Because you need to know. Relum Rotan Shivanako, you get through the talent lent there. And me lent Javana Koya talent music young Karta de Ko. Then I call it. You cannot tell the man with the Mare.
So it's a system in the debate, where you follow the logics and the paths. So if you follow the logics and paths, then you know right away, what is the question, what to ask, what to answer, and so forth. You don't have to like refer to your notes and say, okay, so this is what he said here, and this is what you don't have to refer to that. You know, the logics and paths in the debate, and you know right away what to answer and what to ask.
But it's good. Immediately, so you can see the verse 13. Then you have some excuse. If that's ego, about the quality, it's good. But you have to look second one. Oh, yeah, that.
Then read
Yeah.
114.
14 is that, right? 제가 따뜻한 안에 semje 남다 자와라 산지 주는 자와라 가제 네 산지라 따뜻 되나다고 그냥 남도 bên 내가 요즘 자도 지금 연적 피하다 남조가 총소를 걸어 지금 초보 피하다 참사도 될 때는 손은 또 싸게 가고 와서 된다 산지라 아니 직소를 내가서 아니 초보 피가 기바치가 있나 아니 손은 또 싸게도 와서 대치다 대 싸게도 해.
And so just like you just said in verse 113, Buddha's qualities are gained from the sentient beings and the conquerors alike, right? So gain that qualities of the enlightenment from the Buddhas and sentient beings alike, right? So like when you make offerings during the pujas, right? You make offerings, you make prostrations, and you do other practices in their presence, and by doing that you accumulate merit, right? Do you believe that?
You sure? How you prove? How you prove?
Oh, you can't prove it.
Then you say yes, then. How you prove?
By inference, relying on belief, the third type of inference.
Okay. Any other? So children want to look at how
So it's not easy, right? It's quite difficult to answer that. But do we develop jealousy, independence on Buddha? What about getting angry towards Buddha? Does that happen?
Too hard to fix than with a statue. We don't really see the Buddha, but try to difficult to fix things. There you go. 제장한테 아니 손은 거 싸게 와가지고 딱그 리페어 거나 그지 텔레는 가서 막혀 책임도 와. 대차 시동 코르도 책임도 와.
So yeah, I mean, we believe that we accumulate merit by doing those practices of making prostrations, offerings, and so forth to the Buddhas, right? But we don't really generate kind of a non-virtuous thought towards them, right?
다들 가서 기습이 온다. 기습.
And it's easily developed the respect towards them, right?
어제 다 텐데 이바이자 다 텐래 때네 같이 아니 지금 손은 속 쌓인 걸 기습다. 아니 텔레트네 개회 개선 물로 제와다. 텐데 고소도데 요새 뇌라직 소소고 말을 맞아야 되는 뭐 용거를 봐.
So by respecting, by making prostrations, and not developing negative or non-virtuous thoughts towards them. And of course, in the presence of the Buddha, right? When you have the statues of Buddha in front of that, you will not engage in non-virtuous actions. So you'll be always very careful and respectful towards that, right? And so it helps in that way.
강나진 게다 정소도나 연하면 아까시면 아마도 배나 다가도 제대로 텐데 네들은 저 걸어야 샘을 믹스 초월하기도 와.
And I don't know if you have it or not, but like when you go to holy sites, like Bodh Gaya and other holy places, you get a very special feeling in your mind, right? Feeling of like a devotion or respect,
제가 가도 무seum 좋아당 나도 사직을 고수 난 조사 내도 체월 돼.
Do you see the difference, when you go to visit museums, regular museums, or a holy site of a Buddha?
Totally different, right? 제가 텔레 들도 요 텔레 드링 리팔라 때네 딱 보니 수수지라 지금 계획을 선뭐 깨게 니버지 요사래 선정 용도와.
And so by looking at those differences, right, another different feeling or devotion, feeling of devotion and respect that you get when you see the holy sites of the Buddha, then from there you can see that, you can feel that, oh yes, I do get some virtuous action accumulated from that.
다나 지금 다 나눠서 아니 배나 산지 좀 되는 거 아니 로진 남들은 정말로 뭐 종거같이 뭐 로진 남들 오다 게 진짜 어떤 걸 로진 남들 때문에 코너 뭐 된지 네 기십보가 아니 되게 진짜 손은 뭐 솔랍치고 싸wen 레벨라 안 코너 뭐 되지 고소 되지야 쇼바 갔다 되는 거야 소일 인도도 그래.
And then by looking at the history, or the story of the Buddhas and other holy beings like Lama Tsongkhapa and so forth, right? So how they did all these practices, and through that, how they achieved these great qualities and so forth. By seeing that, then we also have this interest to develop those kind of good thoughts or intentions, right?
제가 문주 덤비가 남들 진주고 대신냠래 해서 마다 코다 그냥 소소고 제사라 미리 제타 때문에 야 보인도 오늘 남아도 뭐 소소 한 내내시 전화서 소소야지 그래서 뭐 제게도 와 어떤 데 제발 때네 가지 산jel라 때네 아니 산제 공부 토야 연구 저는 속사도 그래서.
So just like it is said that the previous gurus or lamas biography is like the practice of the present disciples. So by looking at the stories or the biographies of the previous teachers and the Buddha, and then you say, oh, that's how they did it, and that's how they gain all these realizations, qualities. And so just like that, I should follow in the same way so that I can gain the similar kind of realizations and qualities like that. So you get inspired, to do that by listening to their biographies or stories, right?
자, 되네지. 다 되네다 다 산jel라 때네 산제 공부 토야 제사요 배 대나지 아니 샘젤라 때네야 산제 공부 토야 제사 그래. 그니 찍바래서.
And so just like you accumulate the cause to achieve Buddhahood or qualities of the Buddha by depending on the Buddha, and then just like that, you also achieve the qualities of Buddha by depending on sentient beings. So they both are same.
제가 저 아니 산지에당 아니 개개당 라마 졸라지까지 기접책인도 저 샘젤라면도 대전 되게 말해서 잘라 기바드는 샘젤라 쯤이 샘젤라나 그래 미지 그래 샘젤 남라 미지 무슨 샘젤라 쯤은 돼서 따다야 들어.
Mhm. And so since they are alike, since the both sentient being and Buddha are alike, for you to gain the cause to achieve the enlightened qualities, then why do you only respect the Buddhas or your teachers, but not the sentient beings? Since they both are equal in being the cause for you to achieve enlightened qualities, why not respect sentient beings, but only respect the Buddhas and teachers?
제다 샴바 니지 샤주고서 참아 샘젤라 대게고도.
So since all the great qualities of the loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta, and so forth are generated through the kindness of sentient beings,
제가 배차려는 것도 오케이. 아니 조바 공사 그 신따 요나만 다 컨팅하라도 소소고 다오데레스 소소 다올나 간지 소소 코로나 되게데레스 코로나 되게 되면 나 조바 공사 유명하스.
So where do you grow the quality of patience? Is in the field, of the enemies, right? So enemies, again, not only someone who is harming you, but someone that you don't get along with, don't have the same view as yourself, like those kind of beings. That's because of those beings. So that's kind of the field. Because of those beings, you can generate patience. So the patient, the crop of patience is grown from the field of enemies.
오케이. 다디 슈고들라 다다나 아니 마키 고트와 바발레 이래. 얼마나네 샘첸다 사진이 얘들 아니 저금도 대코니 기집집하고 나 쫓은 사원이 저금도 어디서 나와 있나스.
And then in the verse 114, which kind of answers the questions of the monk, it says, so because the sentient beings and the Buddhas are not equal in the qualities, in the excellent qualities they possess, and therefore you can't respect them equally.
제가 사진이 얘들 차시 나타나 때문에 샘첸 주변 손은 간제 사제가 얘들 차시 때문에 대명이 차시 대들 대등 샘첸 안에 다이벌 기바시 초월에 대바시 초월에
And so it says that you can respect you can respect sentient beings, of course, if they have any part of the enlightened qualities.
Okay, do we have enlightened qualities? You sure? Okay, Mark.
We have the seeds of it. That's it.
Said?
Now,
How about you guys? You sure? How about you guys?
We might have pieces of it, maybe small little pieces.
What piece?
Yeah, a little piece here and there.
How about you guys? Others? 이시지근
Some
틀려서
people are more. I'm sorry, Geshe.
Okay.
Some people are more patient than others, so they might have some, like a little bit like that. Maybe, I don't know.
또 전다 가로 대드시로 대드시로 주셔다로.
So many of you have studied the 70 topics, right?
이건 타마만 이시지근 틀려서야지 와. 이시지근 틀려서야지.
In the last part, where it talks about the four kayas, right? The four resultant bodies, of the Buddha, there's talking about the wisdom truth body, right? It's called the activity of the wisdom truth body.
근데 이시지근 틀려라니 was.
In the activities of wisdom truth body, there are two.
레벨라 샤와 연락이 비시 지금 틀려다. 샤바 볼라이 비시 틀려서.
So there's the two, the activities, of the wisdom truth body, that is in the action, and the activities of the wisdom truth body, and in the subject or the person or being who creates the action.
Remember?
I don't understand the question.
Okay. 저도 이시지근 틀려하고서.
But do you understand what does it mean when you say the activity of the wisdom truth body?
Right, like how do you, what are the activities that result in the wisdom truth body? Like isn't...
No, the activity of the wisdom truth body.
이시지근 틀려.
Activity, not to arrive at it, but...
No, not right.
Okay.
After that, you got to go back to read the 17 talk, right? Last one, okay? Tell you she can tell the nearest. Shawa yella upon the show. Carter, Manasuchi gave guess them car, but Tama she can tell it numbers.
So usually, it's said that the activity of the wisdom truth body, right? So activity of wisdom truth body is any kind of virtuous action. Any kind of virtuous action of anybody is activity of wisdom truth body.
got it? The 이시직은 틀리기 아니 이시직은 틀린데 이시직이다 이시직이 연대자로 이시직이 가지고 야 이시직은 틀려 얘나 이시직이 연대 이시직은 틀려 강이 뭐 이시직이 연대자.
So whatever is is the activity of the wisdom truth body. So like I said, any kind of virtuous action done by any kind of being, right, is the activity of wisdom truth body. And so activity of wisdom truth body is the quality, is the excellent quality of the wisdom truth body.
So you're saying the continuum, the wisdom truth body and the continuum of a Buddha is the good qualities in the continuum of a sentient being?
그래서
다들 상계기 주기 이시초고디 아니 샘제 주기 다 연대레스 거래서 샘제 주기 연대인지 상계 주기 이시초고레스 거래서.
오 이시직은 틀려래서 이시직이 연대래서 니바래서.
Yeah, it's not saying that the good qualities, within the continuum of sentient being is the wisdom truth body within the continuum of Buddha. It's not saying that. So what it's saying is that good qualities within the continuum of sentient being is the activity of the wisdom truth body.
In that same, because you can't have the wisdom truth body unless you're a Buddha.
No, you don't have but. This is 그냥 간주 너와라 줘도 너와라 간주 다 니마잖아 니마에게 타는 거야 사자강을 줘도 이 줘도 가리 님이 니바라 봐.
So like if you have if there's warmth or heat on the ground, right? If it's if there's the heat or warmth on the ground, then that is because of the sun, right? So it's because of the sun, so therefore it is the it's the power of the sun. It's the power of the sun. It's the power of the sun. It's because of the power of the sun, therefore you get the heat on the ground.
아 이시치기 여와에서 개인가도 되지질라 개회선 강요 바타마 이시치기까지 니바라 되네. 아무나 이시치기 절로라 되네 숑아레스.
So it's because of this wisdom truth body, because there is a wisdom truth body. Therefore, all the good activities within the continuum of sentient being comes from the power of the wisdom truth body.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's maybe more complicated. 난간주질라 산지가 연대 차시담 요래.
So anyway, just because it's getting a little complicated in going in that way. So what it means is that whatever we do have a part of enlightened qualities.
난주질라 존도질 저게냐면 때때도 요래. 대 산지가 연대 차시담 그래.
So just like you have a little bit of practice in our patience, right, in you. So that is a little bit a small part of the Buddha's quality.
아니 다 간지 전바트좀 저바트니 가리가 냠래 전화도 샴지 냠래 강이 바트도 차마 산지가 연대가 차시담 그래.
And so whatever other excellent qualities you have, like the practice of the patience, generosity, bodhicitta, and emptiness, any kind of these good qualities that you have is a part of enlightened qualities.
Okay. 간에 도조산이 야 고네 맨날 사지가 뭐지도 올라와. 이시지가 뭐지도 올라와.
Because when those grow bigger and bigger and become fully developed the realization or quality, then it becomes the wisdom truth body of the Buddha.
Okay. 제 당가 안에 다들 삼배 연대가 전에 차도 말하는 산질라 연대 타이 바래 삼진 요모가 강되래 차상가 말되나 만도질라 산지가 연대 차시에 좀 여와이나 산질라 기바 나지 기바 제초레스.
So of course, Buddha and sentient beings are not equal in terms of the quality, because we still, even though sentient beings have small part of the Buddha's qualities, but then they also have a lot of a big amount of ignorance and delusions, right? negativities and so forth. So therefore, it's not equal in every way, but because sentient beings have small part of the enlightened qualities, therefore, for that reason, you can also respect the sentient beings.
제단 저거 산지기 제시와야자 대금투 말이에요.
And so because they're like it says that it is not similar in the quality of their intention, but only in the fruit that they produce. So the fruit of the enlightenment they produce, like both sentient beings and Buddha equally. Therefore, you can see them as equal and venerate in equally.
대제 안에 sem칭이 제가 산지 투약의 연대 요래서.
And also, plus, the sentient beings have the potential to achieve the qualities of enlightenment.
Okay? Anyway, so any make sense? You sure? Okay, any questions? Yes,
I'm trying to clarify something.
okay.
We started this conversation here.
Okay,
You mentioned something about 70 topics.
yeah.
Where is that coming from? I don't know where that's coming from. Well, that's why I'm asking the question. Is that a teaching that has been done?
Yeah, we done
Um,
many times.
well, 70.
Yeah, 70
Okay.
topic, 70 topic means 아주 지된 거. 야와 샴베기. 아까 나도 파르신 야와 샴베기 무도제도 무도 제기 제자도 파르신 쪽 속에 봐.
So this is the text taught by Buddha Maitreya. It's called the Ornament of Clear Realization, Abhisamaya Lankara, and this 70 topic, is the main subject matter, of the Ornament of Clear Realization. So the main subject matter are the 6 perfections.
대 나도 태만이스 로로 제사래.
So I think we have already, had a teaching on these 70 topics, maybe twice.
근데 다 되게 담으면 아니 식식에서도 연도 가려요. 해달라고. 이식 축에서도 연도 가려요. 해달라고.
And then in the last part, where it talks about the Buddha's kayas or the Buddha's body, and then one of them is called the wisdom truth body, and it talks about the qualities, of the wisdom truth body.
텔레 연도 니요. 해달라고.
And it says there are 2 kind of qualities, of the wisdom truth body.
근데 산지랑 두적이 디베게 연도 삼아 되게 연도래서.
And so then is all the good qualities, of the enlightened being, or within the continuum of a Buddha, is the quality of wisdom truth body.
아니 나도 샘체 나도 대자 나도 이제 계획선 계획선 요가 삼아 산지게 이시적이 되게 틀려래서 연도래서.
And then also all the good qualities, within the continuum of sentient being is also the quality, of the activity, of the wisdom truth body.
제가 텔레마다 딱 만족절라야 산지게 투절라 옆에 연대 되게 차시에서면 대들이요. 그래서.
And therefore, we can say that any good qualities that we have, is a part, of the good qualities of the enlightened beings.
Okay. Another example. When nurse to Julaya and the member you the Chashida was Tamamena.
So just like the nurse, have a part of the qualities, of the doctor, even though they might not have the full quality, right?
Sorry for nurses. If you're the older, you become doctor, right? 제가 어떠서 제가 산지가 연대 참으나 산지가 둘라 옆에 연대가 차시 담배간도 समा이다. 대가나 간도 마두지래 배 샴바세야 돼. 이제서 조sem서 어떠서래서.
So the part of the enlightened qualities that we have, that we have in sentient beings continuum, and are the little bit of practice, of generosity, patience, and and so forth, that we have in our mind, a little bit of practice of those, right? Those good qualities can be the part of the enlightened qualities.
딘디가 산지가 요때 차시했으면 대비 강사들이야 규칙치가 있나? 수주고 쏘는 거 속사 그래서.
And so, if you respect those beings, who have the part of the qualities of Buddha, then you accumulate merit, or or you create virtuous actions.
Okay, it makes sense? Are you sure? Are you clear now? Okay, any other questions? How are you guys? Sleeping there? Any questions? Good morning, good night. Looks everyone sleep there. Now, if you can say it always doesn't make sense, how about that? You can give all different reasons. Yes.
I have a question. Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah, go
I
ahead.
was just going to say, is it the same as faith too? I mean, believing that?
Yeah. Any kind virtuous activity you have is also like heart or love. Similarly for Buddhas have quality. Any kind of virtuous action.
Right.
What is the virtuous action? If they bring any, what's a virtuous result? The virtuous result means it's not harm, indirectly for others.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. Yeah, because I had two little cousins who were sister and brother, and one of them had qualities of like wanting to keep things for himself, and the other one wanted to share. Like my little cousin, she would get things and she would make sure she was able to share with everybody, but her brother wouldn't share. He would keep everything for himself. I mean, you can see the differences in their qualities. So it definitely does. I believe that is like we have little pieces and parts of those kind of qualities.
Exactly like we are between the sadhavas for us, with the sadhavas share everything for others, doing for benefit for others. We doing for me, me, always. Then we talk all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so can patience only be accumulated in relation to sentient beings? What about if you were very sick and you were in pain and with that?
Yeah, of course.
Patience.
동안 가서 저봐 숨이 왔어. 동안 다른 데 저봐. 아니 내가 재밌는 저봐. 아니 출랑에서 저봐 숨이 와. 저 참아도 되다. 안다된 가서 내가 재밌는 저봐 도 그러고. 액도 컨트롤하시는 거 그래.
So yes, of course, that is also a patient. Like there are three different kinds of patients, right? The patients willingly taking the suffering, right? So maybe it means like accepting the sufferings. Like if you're going through some kind of sickness and so forth, and then you're being patient with that, that's also patient, like willingly taking on the sufferings. And then the other one is the patience of not retaliating, to the harms. So that is the one that we're talking about here now. And it's like someone who is causing harm to us, not retaliating to them, not getting angry towards them, but instead, practicing patience like that.
Okay. Like you guys right now, it's not easy right to stay here. It's for sleeping. Or then going back maybe a half hour, 1 hour driving start that you already know this morning coming back maybe 1 hour. Okay, I'm just going. You just good motivation. There's a chance to chew 로종 check 된달라 대깔에 저한테 대 저바 차기 그랬어. 아니 쇼치는 30 days. 아니 쇼치는 저바레스.
So then, so there's another patient, that discriminative dharma, right? So that's like, not taking the practice of dharma, the difficulties, to practice dharma as a suffering, but understanding that, and taking, and being patient with that. So, like when you come for the teachings, to the center, you have to go through certain kind of difficulties, right? Wake up early in the morning and then drive and come all the way here like that. So that kind of, but you're not taking that as a suffering. You're willingly taking that. So, but even though there is a difficulties and some kind of troubles or the pain that you have to go through, but you're accepting that. So that's the third kind of patience.
Okay. Someone change position maybe 20 times. You do get it? What I'm saying?
Change position?
Yeah. Sit here, change position 20 times.
They're uncomfortable.
Oh,
Is-
physical position.
Yeah, physical position. There's no comfortable. This shows it's not easy, but you just try effort. It's also patience and effort. Okay? Jasa kawa kali kaya led malana lela kama kala raga mares ngazo pewe lusere kawa led malana tawi said raga marto kala raga mares.
So they're saying that if you don't do the difficult task, then you will not be able to enjoy the easy meal.
Jasa nyamle chamarana suzugunan drevate tokuna kali de jakores.
So you have to engage in the difficult task, to enjoy the easy meal. So like if you want to have a good quality result, then you have to work hard to achieve that.
Who loves momo? Right? It's hard working, right? Remember we have the momo class here. Takes like 4 or 5 hours you guys maybe. Therefore, in order to that momos are not best for you guys to start. But in order to them you have to spend a lot of times, a lot of efforts. And if you want to go to the hamburger, just very easy. Just go to them, a supermarket, just buy, put the microwave, that's it. Anyway, okay, Vika.
Oh, I had a question going back to the Dharmakaya. So the wisdom truth body so the explanation was the collection of merit result, the wisdom truth body, not the Rupakaya, the body, the truth body, form body. It's not method side is going to form the Rupakaya. I'm just questioning that. So I thought
It wasn't about how you achieve it. 'Cause it sounds like
okay.
yeah.
It was just because the collection of merit, because using the sixth perfection and so the sentient beings, all those virtuous activity, is that you're saying that that's the wisdom Dharmakaya? That means like jhana Dharmakaya is the coming
No, I think you go to different directions.
okay.
Look, they're
Okay.
not that way.
하고
Maybe
있어요.
Jennifer.
저도 하고 있어요.
Okay, thank you.
저도 하고 있어요.
제가 찾아가고 있는데 쇼쇼라고 거기다.
멋있나다데 가지고 상기기 주기 연대되어라. 연대기 대부대 가는 가서 이시적으로 쓰거를 왜 때때에 가서 농구도 두고 돼서 때네 대 상기기 주기 가서 연대기 대부 말했어.
대리 제대 들어서만 이슈가 틀려졌어. 나 이슈가 틀린 이슈야 봐.
맞다. 맞다. 이 꿀을 꿀시 저거라. 상기기 주기 연대인데 담아대 때네 이시적으로 쓰거라. 상기 주기 연대인데. 꿀도 열었다. 농구도 두고 줘라. 근데 뭐니고도 이쪽에 주대 잘하다. 주기도 벌하다. 아니 농구 두고 돼서 대대 때네 가서 대 상기기 주기 연대기 대부 말했어.
이제 요대래 그래. 대 사제랑 사제 줄라 옆에 아니 이슈가 틀려. 제가 된도 좀 쇼를 근데 대부분 타마타마 열다대.
말다 컨디션에다 가지고 상계 구시가 되네. 상계 주기 가서 상계기 대부 말했어 그러다.
맞아. 참아래.
그래.
근데 나 뭐니가 또 야, 이게 곧 답을 갔잖아. 근데 돈도 없고 내가 다니 잡은 거라면서. 나 강가래.
이나 상계 주기 연대대 다 가서 이시적 샤거라.
이슈가 틀려.
맞다 이시적 거라. 근데 상계 주기 동지도 When you must to body,
돈이 또 로데 이슈지.
did it.
야, 되게 자식이 더막하면 이슈가 틀리지.
Yeah, so of course, when you talk about the qualities, of the Buddha, like for example, the realization of emptiness within the continuum of Buddha. So that will be a wisdom truth body. Yeah. And the body, the Rupakaya is the emanation body, and so those are the from the purity of the body and the purity of the mind, is the wisdom truth body.
It's not clear. Yeah, this is because you didn't study that yet. Jennifer studied, right?
Yeah.
But I forgot.
Yeah.
Bob studied, Deborah studied. Who did? Did you? He just studied in the liberation. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. 제가 다 가리 되는 간제 간도 참이 미참마 그들 산지에 연대기 차시를 요래스. 내가 돈도 요사가 샘지들로 귀십잖아 소소래야. 아니 손음 사그래스.
And so anyway, so just because sentient beings have the part of the Buddha's quality, therefore, if you respect the Buddha, sentient beings, because they have the part of the Buddha's quality, therefore, you accumulate merit by respecting the sentient beings who possess a part of the Buddha's qualities.
아야 손음 사다 곧 되면 나 가지 소소를 팽그래스. 밀 파 귀십잖아 소소를 팽그래스.
And then if you are not able to deal with that merit thing, then you can just think that if you respect others, then it's beneficial for yourself.
아니 귀십 요사가 뭐들 때는 가지고 공도 미세가 차도 제가 말해.
And so if you have respect towards other beings, then one of the benefit is that you will not get jealous with that person.
자, 먼저 그 공도 차도 제가 그랬나 거든 나나지 야보에 말 거드 제가 시행 말 거드 지리 다니라고 그러. 차도 돼.
So when you see the qualities in that other person, right? If you respect that person, you see the qualities and you admire that person, and you appreciate that person has all these. Otherwise, when you see these qualities, then you say, you get jealous. It says, it's not like that. He's pretending to have all these good qualities, but he doesn't really have these good qualities like that.
단답이나 다 개소소이나 남이 도와게메 바나 조보 조모인 바나 한 잠리기 작게면 찍찍하나 뒤집체도 말 아니 중대게 도시는 좀 그래 이마지 밤새네 이다 밤 시작을 봐.
And so just like like if you have a respect towards the partners, like husband, wife, friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, the children, parents, and among the countries, like if you have respect to each other, then you will not get into this fight. Because you don't have respect for each other, then you get into a fight all the time, and then the fight grows so big that then someday you will just drop the atom bomb on them.
It was I'm the boss. You have to listen to me. So this is a problem, right? Therefore, this is I'm always explaining. Turn on virtue action. It's a wrong view. There is some view who don't believe that past, future. It's not like that. Wrong means wrong idea. Or you very strong your own, opinion, right? We are very strong our own opinion. We don't want change. It doesn't matter whoever comes, right? Like example, some animals they want to pee everywhere, every time same place. Nobody can change. They really like to go their way, right? Some animals, right? One time the one raccoon come here, he to bathroom and next to my window. Come every night, like 11, 12 o'clock. He join everywhere here. I am very difficult to pick on him. It's not easy, but he to climb in here, just go there. Then I have to all different ways to I say chase up. There was some. It's exactly like that. We say, for us, we don't want to change our own opinion. If someone says, "Oh, it's not correct," then what? Even after you don't say, then but you feel, yeah, you don't like that things. Therefore, this is we call wrong view. I call wrong view usually. their own God knows. It's not wrong view. Okay, anyway, what I'm talking about that means if we respect for others, we can receive the benefit for us. It's not means, okay, everyone goes to research, not like that. Also skillful and also, I say, skillful and also now, Inji tells the Inji calls the Pekio Ajay, Jinsa the debut to the Kiship.
So anyway, of course, if you have to have the reason, reasonably, you have to respect others reasonably, not just, not just like that, but you have to have a reason why you should respect, and because of this, I respect them. My bad.
If someone respect you, are you happy? Right? Someone really respect you, if you know. Oh, but if you feel happy, right? If someone's always look down for you, for us, I'm not saying you, for us, we're not very happy, right? Even we don't really say, we're not very happy. But exactly, if we able to respect who has small Buddha's quality, we receive the blessings like that. Okay, now we stop. Okay, Chanting Master, now your job. My job's finished.
Feel like it's like just going upstream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like constantly going upstream. And it's all, you know what I mean? It's very difficult.
Really?
My 2 cents. Okay, I'll be quiet.
No, you can pray. Or
Okay. Okay. Page 39 of the prayer book.
good job, Chanting Master. Chanting Master, miss. Yeah, Lama. Just good job, fish. What page number?
My 2 collections ask the space that I've amassed from working with effort and practice for a great length of time. May I become the chief leading Buddha for all of
Okay.
my
Fish. I don't know.
say, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives and may I find the best of the creative paths of the teachings. And may I please all the Buddhas by practicing, using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion. May I clear the darkness of the mind of all beings. The path as I observe them, and I hold Buddha's teachings from above. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings not yet spread have declined. May I reveal this treasure of happiness to you. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bodiless peace. The Buddhist deeds be nourished for a long time. I even this great course to enlightenment completed to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent gods never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path portrayed by Buddhism. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Orgyen virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by mighty ones and make oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every may Lord Tenzing Gyatso Chenrezi in life till samsara end. Savior of the snowland teachings and transmigratory beings, who extensively clarifies the path that unifies emptiness and compassion to the lotus in the hand, Lord Tenzing Gyatso. May all your holy wishes be fulfilled.
Now we have
Prayer.
another new one here.
Oh, okay. Can you bring that back up?
It's for the, yeah, they don't have, yeah.
Bob, could you read it? Because I can't see.
Okay. Fearless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, shrouded as in Kurukulla Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons along with the lineage masters, all of the objects of refuge and infinite lands. Please bestow the virtue of goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Buddha's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you ward the power of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable venerable Guru, to you I make request. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, from other beings who suddenly depart their peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the unseen truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels, and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may smile of reincarnation swiftly deep in glory and fortunate disciples.
Ayo.
All right, I'll do the prayer to always meet with perfect teachers. Your form and body is all Buddhas, your nature is Advaita. You are the root of the three jewels. How much do you know Buddhas? In short, I seek your blessings on protection. From birth of divinity throughout all lives, and thus become your chief disciple, holy, speaking in your body, speech, and mind. O sacred, please all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples wherever you manifest Buddha, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my life, never separate. I enjoy the magnificent Dharma by completing the qualities of the age past, and I quickly attain the state of life. Furthermore, in my afterlife, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue of this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master understand every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them flawlessly, that I sit on being able to bring them to perfection. May I be the sway of beloved teachers or misleading friends. Having developed a very life belief, cause and effect, renunciation, devotee mind, purification.
Mala, namaste.
In